People are paying $200 a day to get into Disney World and Disneyland. But one gentleman, he saw fit to do otherwise. He saw fit to move through the turnstiles with a smile on his face and not a trace of shame, entering the parks with a ticket that only cost $10. We'll tell you how he did it right now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the happiest channel on earth. It's a magical place as we examine magical things. Well, sometimes. At times they're also diminished. But in this case, it's nothing but good news because we're here to tell you about a man who managed to get into Disney World for $10 total. Actually, even less than that. And he did so legitimately. He didn't sneak through. He didn't pull any kind of trick. He just gave a ticket. And it only cost, actually, $8. Are you wondering? Are you curious yet how that can be? Well, what if we told you that this ticket came from the 70s? Jonas, I'm going to counter you now.
Please
I
do.
am going to do a positive Disney story no matter what. Are you ready, Jonas? Take a look at this.
What?
Out of Fox Business, man uses 46-year-old Disney World pass to be admitted into the park. He had a golden ticket. Pass to enter Disney's Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida was priced under $10 according to a viral TikTok video. A man has gone viral after showing how he successfully gained admission into a Disney World park by using a pass that was nearly 50 years old, as we're doing free advertising for the Dolly Parton experience. In a TikTok video garnering more than 8 million views, Matthew Abels said he found the pass, which was in the form of a booklet, and allowed entry into Disney's Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. Abels told his followers that the pass had been collecting dust since before he was born, and he assumed it was an old family keepsake. I realized it had never been used and there is no expiration date, he added. The pass, which was purchased in the late 1970s, was good for one day in only one of the parks, Magic Kingdom. Today, the theme park ticket available at Walt Disney World has a base price of $109 per day, according to the theme park's website, which is probably true about 2 days out of the year. Abel said in his TikTok video that his vintage pass cost $8, which means the price of a ticket for Disney World has increased by at least 1,262.5%. Fox Business reached out to Abels for comment. A Magic Kingdom ticket may vary with prices hitting upwards of $184 for those over 10 and $179 for ages 3 to 9 years old. Add tax, and it's easily $200 on the regular. Here's a picture of that pass. And apparently he took it up to the turnstiles, and I'll just go ahead and tell you the story. Apparently, the cast member looked a little bit nervous about the thing, had to go off and find management to figure out what to do, but eventually they did let him go through with his non-expiration pass from the 1970s.
Wait. So he also didn't have to have a reservation for the day?
No.
I don't know the...
Wow. No,
I'm thinking he didn't.
No, and here's the wild thing, right? And this makes me sick inside. I would have given the man $200 for this ticket.
Just to hold.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, this is a collector's item, the likes of which you can't easily acquire, if at all.
Well, I'm hoping they didn't damage it in any way. Surely
I guarantee you, somebody absconded this as soon as they possibly could.
I wonder if the high-level cast member said, "Look, I will pay for his ticket, and I'm going to get this thing." So
yeah. Because to me, this is worth thousands of dollars, not $200. So,
well, again, I will tell you that in the story, apparently they were going to stamp it with void, and that got canceled. So, kudos for whoever said we're not going to stamp this thing.
Oh my!
That was.
I wonder if this is currently in a frame on someone's wall right now.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is a positive story because I'm sick to my stomach right now, bro.
It's positive that they actually let it go through. I guess legally they have to. I've only attempted this with a pass from the 90s before. I have done it with a 90s ticket. You'll remember the what did they call the non-expiration tickets back then? Culture, you'll help me out with this one. I don't remember.
Oh my goodness! No, don't ask me this. Hang on. No, I no way I'm going to pull.
It was the one I used was a Park Hopper and More pass, but I can't remember the name for the ones that didn't expire. I do remember that back in the 90s, the way to do this was you bought the 14-day Park Hopper Park Hopper Plus pass and then you added the non-expiration. I don't remember how much adding the non-expire on was, but you could get the price per park down just, almost to nothing if you bought 14-day Park Hopper Plus passes. And so I have used a 90s park pass, and they'll still accept it. And I'll tell you this too, my parents actually did this, and they attempted to do it. And if I remember the story right, there was significantly less fanfare than they had hoped for when they went through the turnstile. So maybe a lot of people do that. Maybe there's still plenty of these tickets out there. Now, the 70s is special, of course, because it's a $10 pass that you're getting in for.
Well, of course, the difference between now and I'm sure whenever that happened is now they probably don't have anyone working the turnstiles that hasn't been there until very recently.
They're all 6 month ago hires, yeah.
Right. They're recent hires with no institutional knowledge of how things are supposed to run. So they might have just assumed that this was some kind of arts and crafts piece until they went and contacted someone. I'm so glad that this happened in the way that it did and that we get to talk about it. But because the alternative is they show up and they say, sorry, no, not going to happen, which is what I think is more in line with the Disney of today.
Also,
yeah, but
go ahead.
Sorry, no.
The news sources for giving this story some credit and stuff, because it really shows just how much people love and care about this stuff. It's so common, like for people to call and being like, okay, you're all Disney haters and stuff. If we all were Disney haters, we wouldn't be studying this stuff daily. And I gotta say, heckling Jonas aside, like seeing going when you're scrolling down, getting another look at the Walt and Mickey statue, which is something I just don't look at very often. It was kind of warming my heart looking at that. Kind of like we need more Walt Disneys in this world, especially now. And then going down to seeing this ticket and stuff, just like everyone sharing, their memories and your story from the 90s. Like I can probably vouch for a lot of the viewers here. So many of us just love what this company used to be. And it's one of the finest examples of what this country can be. It's not about hating on each other and like dividing each other. It's about coming together to a theme park and to enjoy that imagination you felt when you were 4 and getting to experience that as a grown adult with your own kids. I think that is freaking beautiful.
Nolan, it's one of the reasons that there are places in Disney World that I can still go and I still think it's tremendous. And so I still do go to these places. I'll give you an example. I think that Typhoon Lagoon sort of sits there as this timeless thing because Disney has largely stopped working on the water parks. So it just sits there being marvelous still. It really hasn't been taken over by their newer practices. World Showcase, now that the death tacos and the portal to darkness are gone out of the lagoon, there are places in World Showcase that are still just wonderful. And they remind you of a time when, the parks were made to be beautiful in beautiful places and not to extract every dollar and dime out of your wallet. And so there are those things. I think large areas of Animal Kingdom are still great to go visit. It's just a shame that they're not investing as they need to. But kudos to Disney, kudos to the cast members for actually doing what's right here. In all fairness, we're going to have a exclusive today at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, folks. You want to be there at the first minute for this video. An exclusive expose from a former cast member who's going to tell you some stuff that Disney's going to need to react to this video today when that comes out. So make sure you check that out. But we wanted to hit some highlights, some positivity for Disney so that we're fair and that we're, being as even-handed as we can be. And we have finished yet again. Oh, it is so sorrowful to know that we must conclude our voyage together, but how grand it is to realize that we'll do it all again with another video tomorrow. Of course, the videos on this channel come out 10:30, 3:30, and 7:30 p.m. Eastern each and every day. So stop by and say hi. An attitude of gratitude we have here for all of you every time you would like to join us. It's an honor. Folks, if you like this kind of content, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and when you click it, you stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell. Drop a comment down below and let us know your thoughts. Do you still hold any of those e-tickets, D-tickets? Do you have any of those passes sitting in a closet somewhere, maybe in an attic at a great aunt or uncle's or grandparents? Who knows? Folks, if you ever find one, I'm not sure I would use it. It's worth it just to have the memories, and that is a lot of fun. All right, it's been fun hanging out with you. Folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.